Hey everybody, this is Joe, aka Eldritch Omen, and I wanted to sit down and make a quick video. For those of you who are not aware, we've started a new subreddit dedicated to trading physical Star Wars merchandise, and it's at reddit.com/r/Star Wars Trader RL. That's where you can find the new sub. Already a great response on this thing. And I don't know about anybody else, but I've already locked down my first trade. I've got my first stuff on the way. A couple people have asked about the best way to package these things up, and I wanted to just create a quick little video, show everybody how I'm doing it, give you a couple ideas, and of course if you just want to go your own way, that's fine too. There's no guidelines, but this is probably overkill, what I've got going on here, but I just want to make sure everything is protected. So here's my first bundle of cards I'm trading. Somebody got to the old Flame Trooper dupe I had. This is just a card sleeve, but I've tucked all of the cards safely in there, so those aren't going to be moving around too much. If you don't have a card sleeve laying around, which you may not, and you're looking for a way to get some singles you want sent out, what I have found is that you can just take any standard plastic bag like so, tuck these right in here, then obviously get the air out, zip it up. Then you just need to fold it around, fold it up, take a piece of tape and tape it down. Basically, you're just wanting to create a nice little place where the cards aren't going to be rubbing against each other as much as possible. So I had the sleeve, but if you're looking for what to do with some loose cards, you don't want them rubbing around, that's a pretty good way as long as you secure it pretty well with the tape. And then it's the same for connections discs. I actually have these tiny little bags. That's what I'm going to be using for the foil Lando here. But you could get a couple of discs in there if you wanted. Then you just seal it up, wrap it around, grab a piece of tape here, and you are packaged up, good to go. So, Lando's ready for shipping there. Now, the cards, not only do you not want them to rub on each other, but you can't trust the mail to do anything right. So, your best, well, I don't know about your best, but the option that I'm going with here, because it's what I have around, a couple pieces of cardboard. You just want to have pieces that are a little bigger than the cards, and then you sandwich those bad boys right in there, and then, with some packaging tape, just go ahead and seal it up. You can go ahead and do it quite well. This is an actual package I'm sending out, so I'm going to take a minute and make sure it's nice and sturdy. Now, the benefit to making the cardboard a little bigger than the cards is now, when it arrives at its destination, my trading buddy can just run some scissors right down there, cut the tape, and this thing's going to pop right open, and he's going to have his new cards nice and safe, ready to go. One thing I have found that I think is even a better plan than the cardboard. This will work. I mean, if you've just got a bunch of cardboard laying around, hey, use the cardboard. They're going to be pretty fine in there. That thing's not bending. But if you have like a Home Depot or a Lowe's or any place they do home improvement stuff, stop in there on your way home from work when you're headed somewhere and find these. This is a sample of laminate countertop. This thing is really sturdy and really thin. Cards are not going to bend. These are totally free at any home improvement shop. Grab a small handful, different ones. Maybe convince your wife you need a new countertop. But in the meantime, they're the perfect size to get the cards, wedge them between two of those, tape them up. That thing is not bending in the mail. Then basically, once you've got everything nice and secure, I like these bubble mailers. This one actually is huge overkill for the amount of stuff I'm sending. They make significantly smaller ones. You can pick them up. I think usually a couple for $1 at any dollar store or whatever. Just toss your stuff in there. Seal it up, obviously. Address, you're good to go. Like I said, maybe I'll stop and get a smaller one. I can't decide. But I have a preference of stopping in at the post office. I know it's a pain, and letting them do it so you can get the tracking and everything. But as for whether that's necessary or not, that's sort of a detail you guys can work out amongst yourselves. I kind of like it. I think it's nice. But if you just want to throw some stamps on or whatever and get it there, I'm sure everybody will be okay with that too. That is so far the best way I have found to do these things. If anybody else has any better ideas, go ahead and stop over at the sub. Again, that's reddit.com/r/StarWarsTraderRL, and let us know. So hopefully everybody has a good time on the new sub. Visit us there, show off your collections, see some news on upcoming sets, and make some trades. Until next time, everybody, happy trading.